let's take a look at lab testing and QR codes. First of all, I think it is critical, if you're going to be in the CBD business, that you do not sell any product that doesn't have internal labs and third-party labs on every batch you sell. The last thing you can afford is to be embarrassed with some product being tested and not meeting label claims, a product being tested and finding pesticides, a product being tested and finding heavy metals. You just can't afford that. You want to make sure that if you're going to sell something, that you know what's in the products you're selling. You want to make sure that they're safe and effective. And so with Joy Organics, we test every single batch. We test every ingredient we put in our products before they're mixed, and then we test our end batch. And we do that on every single batch that we run. So what does this look like? First of all, there's different kind of lab testing. The first type of lab testing is the lab testing that is done on the raw oil. Many of the people in the CBD space only provide the lab results on the raw oil. Now, a lab test on the raw oil is good because it's going to show you the cannabinoids in the product, it's going to show you the terpenes in it, but that's all it's going to show you, nothing more than that. If a label says 500 milligrams on it, doesn't mean there's 500 milligrams in the bottle if all you're seeing is an internal lab report or a COA. So number one, on every batch, we provide the internal lab reports. We then also provide third-party lab reports. The third-party lab reports are done at Columbia Food Labs, one of the most credible and respected labs in the United States. They've been in business since 1975. They're in Oregon. You can look them up yourself. They are an ISO-certified lab, and we've used a lot of labs. And let me just say this, the CBD industry is the wild, wild west. So is the lab industry. You would think that if a lab is ISO certified, they would all follow the same guidelines. That is absolutely not the case. Many labs don't clean their equipment, and therefore there's cross-contamination. They don't do proper testing. They don't do a proper measurement of the oil or the salve or whatever it is in order to do the proper calculations. And so we've had to go through a lot of labs to find Columbia Food Labs, and they have done an exceptional job for us. So what do we test for there? We test for pesticides. We test for microbial testing. We test for heavy metals, and we test for potency. This means that if you're selling something that says 500 milligrams on the label, that you can see there's 500 milligrams in the bottle. And what we do here at Joy Organics, whether it's our own labeled products or our private label partners, is that we put a QR code on every label. This allows a person to scan the QR code and to see the lab report done. Now, if you're a Joy Organics wholesale partner, as an example, they're going to see Joy Organics on the lab reports. If it's a private label partner, in this case, let's assume that we've created a brand for you. When they scan that QR code, they're going to see a lab report where there is no mention of Joy Organics on anything. So you're going to see, or they're going to see, the internal lab report showing the cannabinoid profile and the terpene profile, and they're going to see the third-party lab report showing the pesticide testing, the microbial testing, the heavy metals testing, and the potency testing. So we believe this is very important. I mean, at Joy Organics, our mission is to become the most respected CBD company. And the way that you become respected in this industry is through total transparency. So that's why we test every single batch. That's why we put a QR code on every single product that we produce, so that you as a consumer or you as our partner can see the quality of the products that we're selling. You can see what's in every product that we're selling. And if you're a private label partner, you can feel confident in knowing that you're selling the highest quality products in the marketplace that have been thoroughly tested, where you will not need to worry about being embarrassed because of your product not meeting label claims or somebody finding something in your product that you don't want in your product. So hopefully this helps you understand a little bit more about lab reports and QR codes.